am having a blessed morning. Today is Friday. Today's Fish Friday. Go out there and get you some fish. Today's Friday. And happy Juma, everyone. That's right. So we're gonna get into this good topic. It's talking about FDNY in New York City, right? Training class. I think assistant instructor was fired from that position because she had the classmates picking up cotton balls with their mouth, which is very offensive. Why would you have classmates picking up cotton balls with their mouth and then dropping them off, running back and forth like they racing? This look like me is very biased, and this is something that was targeted upon the majority instead of being minority. The majority of people in communities, because we are the majority. It's an actual fact. Today's a good day. You know the reason why it's a good day is because the person that was doing this let they hate out. They let their hate out. They actually showed their true colors on how they feel towards everybody, right? Of going to these training camps. And recent years, it has changed because a lot of these departments was very, very biased and racist back then, especially in the 70s and the 80s, in the 90s. There was a lot of racism that was going on. It started to change in the 2000s. People started standing up, affirmative action, civil rights, all this other stuff. So that led a force of a lot of minorities, but majorities, into a lot of these career jobs and future jobs, These individuals that hold this hate and envy towards melanin people is sad. They're going to let it out one way or another. They're going to let it out. And I'm happy and proud that, they fired this person. But before we get into the video, what I'm about to show you, I want to talk a little bit about discrimination, job discrimination, on the work, job violence, and all this other stuff, whistleblowing. That's why they take courses on a lot of these major companies and a lot of these major jobs and career jobs, because this place of racism and bigotry should be nowhere in New York City. New York City is a leading force. It's the foundation of majority of the world. What New York do, right? Everybody else around the world do or try to copy. And what type of example that you lead in when you do things like that? That's just on the course. These children, good morning. These young youth, this is what they wanted to do when they was young. They were thinking about saving people from fires. Think about saving people from themselves. Think about saving everybody. Just want to give back to their community. They dreamed about these jobs. And here you go, right, in this position to be a leader, to teach, and to pass on your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to these future and to the youth. You telling them to pick up cotton balls with their mouth and put their hands in the back. You can't use your hands. They running back and forth. And I'm happy that this lady, whoever she is, she got fired. I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you are here with me in this morning. Yes. So, they was recording this lady. Whoever she is, they was recording them. And this is nasty work. This is nasty work. She should be fired, as she should. New York is a melting pot with all different type of people. Indian, black, white, Chinese. Just about everybody here. Italians, Russians, Ukrainians, people from Portland, from Czechoslovakia. It's different type of people, man. Jamaicans, Indians. It's a melting pot of different people. So we learn how to live with one another and peaceful. Do things happen? Yes, it does. Do racism still exist and bigotry still exists? Yes. But not on a large scale as we see in other states. You understand what I'm saying? In other major cities, We don't really have that much here. Do we have history of it? Yes, yes. But we also have a history of New Yorkers banding together. Of New York's banding together. And what I'm talking about banding together, I'm talking about when white and black was lynched for supporting each other. When white and black was lynched for supporting each other. I'm going to say it again. When white and black was lynched of supporting each other. It's an actual true facts. It's documents. It's documented. So, for people to still hold on to these ways and actions in 2025 as the world is progressing, as the people are progressing, as society is progressing, as the future is progressing, and leaving these old bigotry ways in the past, racism in the past, hate in the past. See what it is? All of this stuff is in the past. And you got certain people, older people, still want to hold on these racist ways. That's what they want to do. See, this person probably already had hatred and all this stuff in their heart. Yeah, I'm going to get them to do this, do that. They want these career jobs. I'm going to get them to beg for it. And this is how individuals feel. This is how they feel. Some of these individuals get this job and get these positions because they know somebody knows somebody. You understand what I'm saying? And this is how it been work. And it's sad. So, I'm going to show y'all the video of FDNY an instructor, assistant, running this course and having these individuals have cotton balls in their mouth. It's sad, man. It's sad. So come on. Let me see. It's just sad how people are, man.
There may be laughter coming from this classroom, but officials say what's happening to students in this video is no joke.
Can't use your hands, can't use your hands.
I didn't like the other children that had their hands tied behind their backs. I found that kind of discriminating to me.
Luz Haney's twin daughters were in this summer class at the FDNY's Youth Leadership Academy. One of them seen here doing what the department labeled a team building exercise in August. But the city's mayor calls it terrible.
One should know the significance of cotton and picking cotton and having them place it on their faces. So I found it offensive, and many people who reached out to me.
The students were led by a white instructor, an assistant commissioner at the FDNY who was recently fired. A spokesperson for the department saying, once we became aware of the incident, we immediately modified her duty status and launched an investigation.
Black children with their hands tied with cravats behind their back to pick cotton balls with their face. It's disgraceful.
FDNY EMS Union President Orrin Barzilay says the department has a history of racial and gender bias, prompting 6,500 FDNY EMS members like Lieutenant Rob Mark to join a 2022 class action lawsuit.
I've become numb to the BS, the racial disparity.
He believes the incident with the high schoolers was ignorant and offensive, and that better training be in order.
Some people just need to be re-educated.
Discrimination, unfortunately, is in our systems, is in our way of life, and the only way to eradicate this is when it's brought up amongst us, get rid of it. Get rid of it, you know? Unfortunately, this is what, this is what we go through. Because it's taught in the home. Racist, bigotry, discrimination, all that is practiced in the home. And it's taught by parents and generations to hold on to hate. To hold on to hate other groups for no reason. There's no reason. These individuals ain't do anything to you. But this is practiced amongst our societies, our communities, and it comes from the highest form in the office, which individuals are supposed to be leading the force. They're supposed to be leading, educating, and informing us as human beings. Forget the color. As human beings, we're supposed to be supporting each other because we are humans. Doesn't matter what color we are human beings. And there are forces that you cannot see with your eyes hate you. They hate you. It's an actual fact. So I commend those that are in authority that investigate these certain incidents. And this lady was fired. They should not be running drills like that. Because these are individuals' career. They want to do a career. They've been wanting to work for the FDNY for so long, as they was little toddlers, and this put a nasty taste, a nasty image, a nasty thought, nasty information and guidance towards the FDNY. And I understand the assignment. So I commend the mayor and those that's of status and political figure to do the investigation and fire this lady, because she don't need to be there. She probably always wanted to have hatred and bigotry and racism and discrimination. As you can tell, the gentleman was saying that the departments and all the departments, they have an agenda, and the agenda is to be racist, spread hate, being separated, and discriminate towards any and everybody. It is sad. That one Ken said, I got kicked out of a class because I had a Mexican flag wrapped over my shoulders. See, this is sad. Nobody should be kicked out of class. Nobody should not be fired, because this is individuals' culture. This is their culture. They have a freedom to express their culture and they love on where they come from. You understand what I'm saying? And what it is that these individuals that has authority and status over here in a lot of in America, in Canada, and a lot of other these countries, right? They feel they got power. They can step on us. That you don't have a voice. That you're nothing. That you're garbage and trash. We're gonna throw you away like you're nothing. And this is what individuals have done. These same individuals that do this and have a status, they are illegal in this country that we call America. They don't supposed to be here. And I'm gonna keep it real. Do you supposed to go and visit other countries? Yes. But you gotta respect other people's countries, right? And other people's ways of life and civilizations. But these individuals that have status feel that everybody's beneath them. Everybody is beneath them if you're not part of their civilization. And this is not what the Almighty Creator wants out of no human being. We are all human beings, all of us, and we should not be acting this way towards us at all. It has no place in our community, it has no place in our societies, and it has no place in us individually. And we should rid this hatred and jealousy and murder, death, kill, right? And being separated and be discriminating out of our lives so we can get to a better future in life. And that's how I feel about it. And that's how that should be taken care of. So you guys have an amazing, amazing Friday. Fish Friday, y'all. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace.